Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer Cross and welcome to A Feminine Moment. We are here today with Dixie Andelin Forsyth and her husband, Dr. Robert Forsyth, to talk about some questions that have come in on our closed Facebook group. And one of them was asking Dixie and Bob some ideas for inexpensive dates, but also ways to alleviate financial pressure when you know that your loved one wants to do things for you, but financially, things are tight. What are your ideas for that?
Well, we have had years of experience with that. We were first married. In fact, you told me you would have asked me to marry you sooner, except you thought, I can't.
I don't know how I can afford it, or, I don't know how to do it financially. I think for Dixie, it was more about the relationship.
I found the right guy, so that's it. I don't care.
For you, it was more about the relationship. For me, it was almost more of a task that I had to figure out how to accomplish.
Plus, when we got married, he only had, a year of college? He had all of graduate school.
I had everything ahead of me.
Everything. And we had kids. So anyway, one of the things that I was thinking about that question is, especially because I think we did a video before on ideas for inexpensive dates.
Yeah.
But the other part to that question is how to alleviate the pressure from your husband or loved one to provide something great. And that is, I would take the attitude that you kind of prefer. Don't mind at all. In fact, you kind of prefer the inexpensive romantic dates that you can have on nothing or virtually nothing.
I love that. Yes.
And you can do that, even though you maybe kind of secretly wish you could go to the Ritz and have a fancy meal.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, in hindsight, some of those really cheap dates we have such great memories of them. Even when we got a family member who was visiting to watch our sleeping kids, and we put them down and we ran out to Taco Bell, and that was our date.
Taco time.
Yeah, and we got a cheap date. Going out for a steak was really rare for us, and so we thought it was great. We got a Big Mac sometimes, and that was our date. Or then another one that I did when we couldn't afford a sitter, we didn't have any family visiting who could do that. I got this basket and I lined it and put ruffles around it, and that was our picnic.
Aww.
And I would plan a meal for us that I would make. The kids, they didn't like fancy food anyway. I made them mac and cheese or something. And then I made us a special meal, just the two of us. And after the kids were down, we went in the bedroom and shut the door and had this date. We had this picnic on the bed.
I love that.
Anything. And I'm sure I probably would have preferred if I could go out, but I made it fun and I made it special. So you can do that. You can count. What we did is we counted, and we still do. We mentioned it last night. Said, hey, we're on a date, because we went.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. We ran an errand. Something like that.
Went to get light bulbs, I think.
Yeah. That's real fun.
I think we were getting some light bulbs.
But our rule is anything we do together that's alone, we can count as a date. Now that can be in the bedroom. It can be pillow talk. It can be watching a movie.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of movies. We own movies. We can download movies. There's all those kinds of things. And so we can have a date and make popcorn, or you're watching my weight, so I don't eat a lot of that. But stuff like that. and you know what? We have the best seats in the house. I mean, there's always a way to look at it that is fun.
I was going to say, I always appreciated, I remember when we were, starting out, we had limited funds as college students, and I didn't have a lot of extra money, really. I mean, I was trying to put some gas in the car, and remember gasoline was like 20 cents a gallon, which was, it seemed like expensive. I put $2 or $3 worth of gas in the car. Remember, sometimes you would pitch in and give me $1 or something.
That's what we were dating.
I get 4 or 5 gallons of gas, and so. But I remember she never put like a pressure on me and gave the impression to me that it was fun to try to figure out and be creative without having a lot of money to do something. She never gave me the impression that I wasn't doing enough, or that it wasn't good enough, or that
My attitude has always been, you you want to go out with me? I don't care what we do.
Mm-hmm.
I did not care what we did. A lot of times we just went walking in the park or watched TV or.
Sometimes I remember going window shopping. We couldn't really afford to buy stuff. We go down the streets and kind of look at things. And, hey, that's kind of neat. And just walk down the street together, looking in windows. It was after hours. It seemed like that was a time back then when stores weren't open real late.
Yeah. I think the best dates.
I don't mean to give away our age.
Giving away our age every time. But
I think the best dates are when you're just together with no distractions, walking, nature hike.
Yeah.
Jeff and I had the most fun one day. We just spontaneously decided to go sledding. We were in our 40s. It probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, but we did it and had a blast and didn't break any bones, thank God. But
when you appreciate your spouse, when you appreciate him
And the time.
and the time together,
Yeah.
and that sometimes I think, I can't believe I got lucky enough to marry him. Sometimes I think that, and it makes anything we do, I don't care what it is. We don't. In fact, it's kind of gilding the lily to do something expensive. You don't need it.
it's so true. And just, again, it goes back to a timeless principle of just appreciation.
Yeah, and there's endless things to do. I mean, like our classic dump dates. That was the sort of the most creative we had to get, because we really, it was at a real tough time. We had 6 kids then?
Yeah, we had
and
kids.
we lived in the country, we couldn't get babysitters much. And we didn't get trash service because we were way out in the country. So we had to take our trash and dump it at a dump. And
we'd sometimes go to the park because they have big dumpsters there, and we could kind of
put one in each one.
One in each one, yeah. And then
Everybody's done that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that, but it was years ago. And so
we could sit and talk, and then we'd go to the next one and then dump some more.
Our oldest child was just old enough, she's like 12, just old enough to watch the kids when they were all in bed for a little while. And so we'd go out and do say we're going to go on a dump date, because we had diapers and it was bad. So we laughed about it. And those are still some of our favorite memories, is those dump dates.
Isn't that great? All right. Well, thank you so much for the great ideas. And I guess to sum it up, it goes back to just little things about appreciation and appreciating the little things that can make, you know what it is too, communicating to him that you don't need.
Right.
If you're always sending him photos of diamond rings and hinting here and there about expensive dinners, then that's a major turnoff.
You could say something like, what sounds really fun to me? A picnic in our bedroom. What sounds really fun to me? Let's go window shopping. Or what sounds, that way you're communicating to him that that's what you would like.
Yeah.
And make sure the things that you like are things that cost little or nothing. What sounds great? Go out and get a milkshake.
And here another, to what we just talked about, it's a character thing too.
Yeah.
If you're going to be high maintenance and it demands certain things, well, I don't know. That's a setup.
And I wouldn't talk to him and say, you know what, I don't really need these things. That sort of gives the opposite message. Understand this, and then just say, what sounds great to me? Let's stay home and do this.
Yeah, that sounds more genuine.
That sounds great to me.
Well, yeah. One of the things I noticed about you often too is you weren't critical about something, like, I don't know, whatever car I was driving or whatever food you eat or whatever. You didn't say, this is kind of an old car, or this is, or this food, I hate this. She was often very complimentary about things, or she would find the sort of maybe something, the upside of something rather than the downside.
I looked at it, I thought, actually asked me out. I'm so excited. I didn't care what we did. I'm still that way. So.
And real love, that's how it will be, I think. Well, thank you so much for your time today, everyone watching. We so appreciate your participation and want to answer all your questions. So please like, comment, and share, and visit the website to download the ebook and learn about our other products as well. Bye-bye. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.